Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. All right. Don't you tell me what my God won't do, because I won't let you. My faith is stronger than their opinion. Let's get into it. All right. Your faith has to be stronger than their opinion. Other people are going to try to come at you with their opinion and how they feel about certain things. Well, I don't think this is that way. I don't think that's right. Okay, that's fine. But according to your belief, so be it unto you. If you think that God will create a miracle for you, then He will. If you think God will bless you, He will. If you think God will help you in a bad situation, He will. But there are people who will tell you that it's certain things they don't feel God will do. Well, if that's how they feel, tell them to keep it to themselves, because don't you try to tell me what God won't do for me. All right, if I need a miracle, if I know God performs miracles, if I know God can help me out with something, then that's what I know. If I know that if I do my part and I know God will do the rest, then that's the way it goes. All right, if I know that if I do the best that I can do, then I know that God will be right there to help me through this thing. I know that God will be right there to help me along the way. I know that God will be right there to make sure that there is a way. All right. Don't try to tell me what God won't do. All right. Just because you have little faith and things didn't work out for you, that's not the same thing here. You see, I have faith. All right. You see, I have a good faith. Don't try to interrupt my faith. Don't try to weaken my beliefs. I don't try to weaken what I believe. All right. If I think everything's going to be all right, everything's going to be fine. If I think that I'm going to get out of this, I'm going to get out of this. All right. That's God right there. That's Jesus right there. Thinking that I can get through this. Thinking that I've already overcame this. Don't try to tell me what God won't do. Don't try to make me think my situation is one that I'll never get out of. Don't try to make it seem things seem worse than they are. Don't do that, because you see somebody working their way up. You see somebody overcoming their obstacles. You see somebody going around and going above, going beyond, and you want to try to discourage them. Don't do that. Oh well, you gotta wait on the Lord. Don't do that. Don't try to discourage somebody. Things don't happen as we want. They happen as God wants. All right, come on. Don't do that. All right. If I'm working towards something and it's positive, if I'm working towards something and it's righteous, if I'm working towards something and it's good, okay, if God's the one that put it in my mind in the first place, don't do that. Don't try to discourage me and stop me from going after what it is that I'm going after in life. It's not a curse to have bad things. I mean good things. It's not a curse to have good things. Okay. It's not a curse to want to have good things in your life. It's not bad to want to have good things in your life. It's not bad to want to dress nice, to want to have a nice home, nice cars, things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, God doesn't see anything wrong with that. If you think God will bless you, if you think God will help you create a business, if you think God will help you turn your finances around, if you think God will help you turn your life around, He will. If you think all those things will improve, they will. If you think you could live in a certain home, guess what? You can. That's what God's all about. Doing the impossible, making the impossible possible. Just because it's a home, there's nothing bad about that. It's just there's a lot of people who do a lot of wrong things with money, unfortunately. All right, and it gets a bad rep. But if you whatever you feel bad about, whatever you feel indifferent to, will be indifferent to you. So if you feel that if you whatever you feel is too good for you, or whatever you feel God can't do, He's not going to do it for you. If you think God won't bless you with a certain amount of money, He's not going to do it. If you think God won't bless you with the ability to get a new home, He's not going to do it. If you think God won't give you the ability to get your life right, to get yourself together, to change certain things about yourself, to improve yourself, to be able to live the life you want. All right, well, isn't that what life's about? If you don't think you could live the life that you want while you're here, what are you here for? All right, that's what God is all about. God is here to help you achieve your life purpose, to go after the life you want, to create the life you want. As long as it's a righteous life, as long as it's a good life, as long as you're dedicated to God, as long as you're dedicated to helping others, as long as you're dedicated to something positive, as long as you're dedicated to putting out what you would want back for yourself, treating other people the way you would want to be treated, as long as you dedicate a life to that, okay, then it's all good. All right, as long as you as long as your faith is strong, as long as you believe in your ability that you can do it, as long as you believe that God wants to see you with something greater, God wants to see you with something better, don't allow people to tell you what God won't do. If you know that, if you feel that God is trying to put you in a new home, all right, that's between you and him. That's what you feel. I really wouldn't tell anybody that anyway. Because number one, that's between you and God. Number two, you don't know if somebody might try to destroy that dream or not. All right? Stop telling people what God is trying to do for you. Keep that all the way tucked in. Okay? Keep that as the number one thing you want to keep to yourself. All right? If you want something, if God is doing something for you, if you see God doing something for you, keep that to yourself. Yeah, don't share that. That's nothing that anybody else needs to explore. Okay? Because they might be trying to stop it. All right? Well, God doesn't work that way. He didn't work that way for me. I've been praying since 1812. I've been praying since 2003. Yeah, I've been praying since 1999. God didn't do anything for me yet. Okay, I probably, well, and that's, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, that's between you and God. You got to work that out. If you would like him to do something for you, maybe you should try another. I know God. You're not gonna tell me nothing. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna leave you and your God where y'all at. Okay. You look like you're doing just fine anyway with what you believe and how much you know. Okay. So I'm gonna leave you with that, and I'm. All right. Okay. You have a blessed day. All right, and that's just all you got to do. Okay, that's all you do. Because people will try to change your mind about God. How you going to try to stop somebody from thinking and using what God showed them? Okay, well, God shows everybody different things. Okay, when God shows you something and it's beneficial to you and you see yourself doing it, or you see it's a new thing for you to have, or you see God showing you a new reality for you, and you see that for yourself, you don't have to share that with people. You keep that to yourself and just know that that's what God is showing you and that's what God is about to do for you. A lot of times people will try to discourage that and try to tell you that that's not what's going to happen because they don't see God doing anything for them. They can't recognize the signs with God in their life, probably because they're not drawing nigh to him. Because if you draw to him, he'll draw to you. If you remain in him, he'll remain in you. A lot of people aren't remaining in God. They're thinking things and then letting it go. I want this and then let it go. They don't keep the vision. They don't see themselves with it. They don't see themselves having it. They don't see themselves using it. They don't know what it feels like to experience it. They got a whole bunch of negative feelings surrounded what it is that they want. Mainly thoughts of they don't really think they can have it, but it's something that they want. And then wondering why they can't get it or why they haven't had it. It's because you have to go within yourself and you have to clean up how you feel about what it is you want. You can't be like, God, do this for me, and then you don't actually believe it can happen. That's the number one main thing to not get what you want. You have to be able to see it for yourself and believe it for yourself. Before you even ask, you already should know that, man, this is mine. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Before you even ask, you should already know this is something that's mine. This is something that God, man, I know God will hook me up. Man, God, I know he about to, man, they don't even know. God, man, boy, God about to look out. That's how you should feel when you about to go to God and ask for what you want or pray for what you want, okay? And the reason why it says you shall not want is because God will do anything for you. That's what that means. If you shall not want, you just not gonna have. You know what? Let me try to find a different word because you're going to need something. You're going to want something. All right. You shall not want because God will provide. All right. Put those together. All right. That's what the meaning of that is. You shall not want because God will always be there to give you. All right. God will always be there to provide. All right. You're gonna want something. All right, so God will always be there to provide. God will always be there to give you what you need. That's the meaning of that, okay? So whatever you need, God will give it to you. Because if you want something and you get it, would you still want it? Would you still be in wanting? No, because you got what it is that you wanted. All right. So the Lord is your shepherd, you shall not want. All right. The Lord is your shepherd. All right. He'll guide you, He'll provide you. Okay. He'll make sure you get what you need, but you have to believe to receive. All right, you have to believe it. You have to see the prayer already being answered. You have to see God already fixing it. You have to see yourself already healed. You have to see the money already in your bank account. All right, imagine that. Already seeing the money in your bank account and then praying to God for the money. Okay? Imagine that. Literally, for real, figuratively, however you want to do it. Imagine that. All right? Already see what you want. Already see yourself having it. Already see yourself with it. That's why you shall not want, because you should already see yourself with it. You should already see yourself having it. You already know God's going to take care of this for you. You already see it all already in your bank account, already in your driveway. All right, you already see that big old house and that big old yard in your possession. You already see yourself as being owners of a property. Yep, both of y'all owning properties. You and you, him and hers, y'all together, property, owning it. Okay, so just know that whatever you would like God to do for you, if you work towards it, if you believe it, if you make a vision, if you see yourself having it, if you walk in that vision, if you walk in the land of it and the breath of it, meaning if you visualize yourself in your third eye having what it is that you want, being what it is that you want, doing what it is that you want, all you have to do, visualize yourself having these things. Visualize yourself doing these things. You want a new home, see yourself walking in the home. See yourself going in the bedroom, watching TV, looking out the window, looking at the backyard. Wow, that's a big backyard. That's what you should be doing. Wow, that's a big backyard. Instead of thinking about, oh man, I have to live in this small spot. Oh man, I don't have what I want. Because either way, like I always say, you're communicating to the universe each and every day. So why don't you and use your imagination, all right, and communicate your imagination to the universe instead of your complaints. Because if you communicate your complaints to the universe, you're gonna get more things to complain about. If you communicate what you imagine to the universe, it's gonna give you more great things to see for yourself. And that's how this thing works. Whatever you see for yourself, whatever you expect, that's what you get. You keep getting what you don't want is because you keep seeing that for yourself. You keep placing yourself in your mind's eye, you keep placing yourself in a reality that you don't want. Seeing yourself have to do the things you hate. Seeing yourself have to live in the places that you don't want to. Seeing yourself having to drive that crappy car. Seeing yourself living in that reality instead of the one where you're a star. All right, that's what you have to do. See yourself in the better reality so that way you can live in it. Because as long as you keep seeing yourself in the reality that you don't want, that's the one you're going to keep living in. That's the one you're going to keep having. Things are going to keep being jacked up, not looking right. Math ain't mathing, right? Oh, okay, that's all right. See things for yourself, see better for yourself, and it will slowly but surely manifest, even if it's an inch, even if it's small, and be grateful for it. Be like, oh, I see it. But you have to have what? Eyes to see. Blessed are those who have eyes to see. You have to have eyes to see and ears to hear. So be grateful for every little bit along the way. Okay? Even if it's a small amount, I don't care. Be grateful for it, because that's a little bit that could pile up into something big. You have to think right about it, okay? You have to have the right belief about it. So that way you can get the reality that you want. Think right about yourself, believe right about yourself and what you can do, what you see yourself being able to do, what you see yourself being able to have. All right? As long as you believe in yourself and see yourself as the one who can do things, have things, be things, your life is going to change for the better. All right? You're going to have a better life. You're going to live better. You're going to be moving better. You're going to be happier, have more joy. Health is going to be through the roof. You're going to be way healthier than you could ever imagine. And you're going to reduce your age. You're going to reverse age just by going after what you want in life, because you're going to be feeling like a kid. You're gonna be feeling happy. You're gonna be feeling good. All right. You're gonna be feeling youthful. All right. So make sure you take care of yourself. Go after your dreams. Go after your goals because it does something to you. It changes your whole mind. Changes everything about you. When you can achieve a goal, set a goal, and go after it, and make it a reality, and make it happen, make it real, and then live in that dream, your whole life will change for the better, man. If that's not God, I don't know what is. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. All right, don't try to tell us what God won't do because we won't let you. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing. All right, shout out to all the new subscribers. All right, thank you for joining the channel. Welcome, have fun. Okay, thank you for everybody hitting that share button. This video needs to get out. Some people need to see this. All right, thank you for hitting the like button because it helps the channel grow so we can reach a wider audience. Okay, and I want to thank you all for watching the ads because it helps the channel out monetarily. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out.